What is up, my planting people? My name is Lithius and welcome to Roots Ready. This is a series all about plant care, plant guides and plant tips. And today we'll be talking about this bad boy over here, the staple of any indoor jungle. We know it well. We all want it in our homes. The Fiddle Leaf Fig, also known as the Ficus Lyrata. It is a beautiful, beautiful plant. And today I'm going to be talking about this one specifically, which is the Bambino version, but the same rules apply to the normal form or the smaller form, which is this one right here. So one of the first things we always want to know about our plants is where it originates from. And this helps us to mimic the environment that this plant would have in the wild in our homes, or at least get as close to it as possible. So this plant originates from West Africa, and that tells us a lot about this plant. In the wild, this plant grows huge. It is an actual tree, so it grows absolutely massive. In our homes, we can expect it to grow to around 3 meters. The Fiddle Leaf Fig is a really standout plant because it has these massive waxy leaves with really prominent venation. This plant has a slow to medium growth rate. With the right conditions, you can boost that up slightly. The Lyrata loves bright indirect light. So when you are choosing where this plant will live in your home, ensure that it gets bright direct morning light or indirect afternoon light. This will prevent the leaves from burning and crisping. You want to ensure that your Ficus Lyrata has a really good and well draining soil. I also have mine in a terracotta pot, which just helps me to regulate the watering a little bit better. In terms of watering, this plant does not like to be entirely dry, and it does not like to be overwatered. Overwatering can actually lead to brown spots on your leaves, which will eventually mean that that leaf will fall off and die. During the growing seasons, which happen to be the spring and summer months, you want to wait until the top layer of soil is dry before watering it again. During the winter and autumn months, you want to let the soil get just a little bit drier before watering. This is a tropical plant, so it does prefer warmer temperatures. This plant prefers to be in temperatures around 16 to 24 degrees. This plant does perfectly fine in your relative home humidity. It does not require a tremendous amount, but you can always go ahead and give it a good misting. It will definitely appreciate that. This plant isn't a huge feeder, so you want to ensure that you fertilize this plant at a half dilution rate during the growing season. This plant can be sensitive if it's not provided with the right environment. It is particularly sensitive to insufficient light or incorrect watering. This can lead to browning leaves, yellowing leaves, and ultimately leaves falling off. To solve this issue, ensure that you provide the plant with the right environment and it should bounce back rather quickly. Typically, this plant grows up in one stem, but we can promote branching through pinching the top bud or through notching techniques. Unfortunately, this plant is toxic as it contains latex in its sap. Now, this can be an irritant if it touches your skin, and it can also be poisonous if ingested. So we would definitely recommend that you keep this plant away from children or from pets. So that was your rapid fire care guide for your Ficus Lyrata. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then consider subscribing to this channel, hit that like button. You could also follow my Instagram page, which is @RootsReady, where I'll try to keep you up to date on this plant and so many more. Thank you so much and keep planting.